Operation Blue Star. It was June 1984. Militants led by Yarnail Singh Bhindranwale had turned the Golden Temple in Amritsar into a fortress. The Indian Army launched Operation Blue Star. Tanks rolled in, bullets echoed through the sacred halls. Bhindranwale was killed, but at a heavy cost. Nearly 500 militants and civilians lost their lives, and 136 soldiers were killed. The temple was scarred, Punjab was shaken, and the nation entered a storm of unrest that would culminate in the assassination of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Operation Black Thunder. After the controversial Operation Blue Star in 1984, Punjab remained tense as militants continued to occupy the Golden Temple. In April 1986, the government launched Operation Black Thunder 1, led by Police Chief KPS Gill, with NSG commandos and BSF troops storming the temple and capturing nearly 200 militants with minimal casualties. 2 years later, in May 1988, Operation Black Thunder 2 unfolded, this time with transparency, media access, and a strategy of surrounding the temple and cutting off supplies rather than a violent assault. Hundreds of militants surrendered peacefully, and the operation became a turning point in India's fight against extremism, correcting the mistakes of Operation Blue Star and showing that patience and restraint could restore peace in Punjab. Operation Rakshak. Operation Rakshak was launched in 1990 to counter the sudden rise of militancy in Jammu and Kashmir, making it India's longest-running counterinsurgency mission. In 1994, the Army raised the Rashtriya Rifles, a specialized force dedicated to this fight. Over the years, the operation combined combat with humanitarian efforts, including Operation Goodwill to rebuild schools and provide aid, and Operation Megh Rahat during the devastating floods. Complementary missions like Operation Sarp Vinash targeted militant hideouts, while Operation Calm Down focused on restoring order after civil unrest. By the early 2000s, large-scale militant activity had been reduced, though sporadic violence continues, and thousands of soldiers have sacrificed their lives. Today, Operation Rakshak remains active, symbolizing resilience, sacrifice, and the ongoing struggle for peace in Kashmir. Surgical Strike. September 2016. Militants attacked an army camp in Uri, killing 19 soldiers. India's response was swift and bold. In the dead of night, para-commandos crossed the line of control. They destroyed multiple terror launch pads in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Dozens of militants were killed. For the first time, India publicly admitted to such a strike. It was a message to the world. India would not just defend, it would strike back. Operation All Out. Operation All Out, launched in 2016, was a joint counter-terror mission by the Indian Army, paramilitary forces, and Jammu and Kashmir police to dismantle militant networks in the Kashmir Valley. It intensified after the killing of Burhan Wani and rising cross-border infiltration backed by Pakistan. The operation relied on intelligence-based strikes, cordon and search missions, and advanced tech like drones and thermal imaging. By 2018, over 250 militants, including top leaders of Hizbul Mujahideen and Lashkar-e-Taiba, were neutralized. It significantly disrupted terror funding, recruitment, and infiltration routes, making it one of the most sustained counter-terror campaigns in Jammu and Kashmir's recent history. Balakot Air Strike. February 14, 2019. A suicide bomber from Jaish-e-Mohammed attacked a CRPF convoy in Pulwama, killing 40 personnel. In response, on February 26th, the Indian Air Force carried out airstrikes using Mirage 2000 jets on a terror training facility in Balakot, located in Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, marking the first Indian airstrike across the line of control since 1971. India stated the strike targeted a major terror camp run by Jaish-e-Mohammed and aimed at preventing further attacks. On February 27th, Pakistan launched a retaliatory aerial operation during which Abhinandan Varthaman, flying a MiG-21 Bison, was captured after his aircraft was shot down and was later released on March 1, 2019. The Balakot Air Strike showed that India was ready to take direct action against terror camps even beyond the LOC. Operation Sindoor. Operation Sindoor was a 4-day Indian military campaign launched on May 7, 2025. after the Pahalgam terror attack that killed 26 civilians in Jammu and Kashmir. India blamed Pakistan-based groups like Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba. In response, the Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force carried out coordinated precision strikes across the line of control, targeting terror camps, launch pads, and infiltration routes using Rafale jets, drones, and guided missiles. The operation ended with a ceasefire on May 10, 2025, and signaled India's firm stance against cross-border terrorism. Operation Mahadev. Operation Mahadev was a counter-terror mission launched in July 2025 by the Indian Army, Jammu and Kashmir Police, and CRPF after intelligence revealed terrorist activity linked to the Pahalgam attack. Conducted in the Lidwas Harwan area near Srinagar, the operation involved units like the 24 Rashtriya Rifles and 2 Para, who engaged and eliminated 3 heavily armed Pakistani terrorists, including the mastermind behind the Pahalgam attack. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.